Hi guys, it's Ray. Sorry my Cricut is running in the background, but we are starting a new cut project today from the September Butterfly Lane Designs Sub Box. We're going to use this super cute Hello Winter decal and this vinyl, and we're going to make a topper for it. She does have a challenge for this sub box on the Facebook group. If you go to the Facebook group, I believe you had to use 3 elements from the box for the challenge, so that is that. I'm going to set my vinyl aside for now. I'm going to do an ombre glitter, and the first thing I'm going to do is put some epoxy on the cup to apply my glitter. So for my 2 glitters, I'm going to go with Ballerina from Glitter and Pixie Dust for the bottom and Winter Wonderland for the top. Except I think this is a brand new one. And I actually have one here also. So I'm going to try and finish this one up. Or I should say, finish this one up before we use the new one. So I basically want my pink to come up pretty far, but I am like way off. My whole mount has shifted this way, and I'm like, ugh. So I'm basically going to try and bring the ombre line up here to just below where the decal is going to sit. But this is a super pale pink anyways. So it'll be fine regardless. I probably went a little too high to start, but that'll be okay. This is my current favorite white. It's just such a soft pink that it ombres so well into a white. It's like not even a big deal. You don't even really have to do any kind of ombre techniques with it. I'm just gonna lightly sprinkle back over with the pink. So that'll be that. I'm going to let this dry, and then I'm going to get a flood coat on it, so we will be back for that. Okay, so I am ready to flood coat this one. And some of this pink might travel because I did not seal this, but I'm not actually that concerned about it in this case. Okay, so I'm going to let this dry and I will be back. Okay, I am ready to get some vinyl on this cup. I did end up putting another coat on it because it was a little bit rough, but not terrible. And I'm just going to do a V-split on this one. So, first things first, I'm just going to measure for my height, which you would think I would know by now, but nope. So I'm going to trim the top. And I'm going to cut it down to 9 inches because that's the total height I want. Let's see, this is 12 wide, so I'm just going to mark the back. I hate this. This does this to me every time. Like, is this the 6 line? Actually, that's not even going to work anyways because I still have that border. So I'm just going to fold it in half and crease it. And then mark it. Trying to do this like as easy as possible. See my line if I do that, obviously. So I'm going to go just off the corner because I know I have that little bit of an overlap down here. So I'm going to bring this corner a little bit off. To get that little white border. And then I'm just going to do the other side the same, except this time I can flip it over so I can see what I'm doing. And that should be pretty even. If it's slightly off, it's fine. So that gives me my triangle. And when I do one like this, this is a very steep V, but I really love the glitter and I want a lot of that to show too. So I like to put my anchor like in the center-ish. So I cut a strip off. And then I cut a strip from the strip. And then I put it all back together as close as I can. And then I figure out my fit. And that's actually going to be great because it's going to cover up that half snowman. So I'm going to tape something down here. Bear with me. It's just a placeholder. I'm overthinking it. Problem is, I kind of cut my anchor to be on the wrong half. but we'll make it work. And if we don't, pinstriping will fix it. Okay. Flip her around. Perfect. Love the way that lined up. So I'm gonna figure out placement for my decal next. Hello, winter. Ugh, not looking forward to saying that. Not in the slightest. And I'm also going to create an anchor for this. Maybe. I mean, it should be fairly easy to line up because of the points, but all right. Well, welcome to overthinking. I would like this snowman without the Hello Winter. I would like it with like Let It Snow also. Just because I think it's freaking adorable. Okay, we did it, yay. So now I need to pick out something to pinstripe with. I don't think I want nail tape, so I think this almost powder blue from Tech Wrap Crafts would work. Because there's kind of like bluish gray in the snow. So that's what we're gonna go with. And to trim that down, I'm gonna use my handy dandy paper trimmer. And I'm gonna need 3 pieces. All right, this has a cover on it. This has a trim coat. And it's just gonna unroll, because that's what it does. And I'm just going to line it up on the cutter edge. So it's, when I line it up on there, it's about 1/8 of an inch. And I'm not going to go across here, which drives you guys nuts anyways, because I feel like this blends enough that it's not really necessary in this case. So you guys should be happy. And I'm using painter's tape to start my vinyl because, you know, I struggle with that sometimes. Wait, I'm not doing that. Didn't I just explain to you that I wasn't doing that? Alright, so there we go. That is it for the vinyl and decal and striping portion of this tumbler. I do think I'm going to put the tiniest bit of my touch of rose on top. And we are going to make a topper for this one. I've actually already made the topper, but I'm going to insert all of that footage next as well. And we're going to get the coat of epoxy on this, and she'll be done. So I actually did the topper before I did the tumbler. Okay, so I'm going to do a decorative lid to go along with this tumbler. I'm going to start by popping out the top. I'm going to put a little piece of tape over the seal, you know, the little hole. I'm going to put a little bit of silicone straw in the mouth hole. So, and I'm just going to kind of prop it up like that. I need to grab a glove. Definitely. So, I'm going to use my little bubbles, not my ice cubes. I had my ice cubes out, but I remembered I wanted to use my bubbles to go with the snowman theme. So, that's what we're going to do. So this epoxy is starting to harden up, so I'm going to move relatively quickly. I'm just going to fill a base layer and put in the bubbles. Faux snowballs. Nope. I don't really want this one down there. And Jessica is doing a challenge from this sub box that you have to use 3 elements from the box. So I'll have the vinyl, the decal, and I'm going to use my extra large beads from the pen set, the white ones, on my lid. I'm not going to use the spacer beads. I'm just going to use the big beads. And yes, I am definitely going to need a little bit more epoxy mixed. So, because that one's not going to sit right there very well otherwise. See how thick I'm getting? So I'm going to mix up a little bit more epoxy, and I will be right back. We're also going to add a little bit more color to this topper with some of my little pink bubbly things. So I'll be right back. Okay, so my epoxy is mixed, hopefully. I do want to kind of coat the beads. It'll probably take the shine away from the the rhinestone one, but I would prefer it be better washable than shiny. So what I'm going to do is put some of the pink and blue little dots in here. I have 2 colors of pink I'm going to use. And that'll be it for the topper. 3 white balls for a snowman. Get it? Since these are just halves, I do have to kind of try and get them to sit upright. I'm not going to put a ton on, just I'm apparently doing my best over here to epoxy my lid to the table. I got a pink and a blue, but that's fine. Okay, so when the tumbler is done, we will peek at the lid with the tumbler. Okay, I am ready to get the epoxy on this one, and like I said, I'm going to use a tiny bit of my touch of rose diamond dust. It'll hide any imperfections in the vinyl where I like popped holes and just give it some sparkle. Here we go. Okay, so that is it. This will probably get 1 clear coat after this one, because it's only got, well, no, this one actually has 3, so if it doesn't need another coat, it won't get one, but if it does, it will. But that is it. The September Butterfly Lane subscription box. And should be this coming Friday. The pieces from this box will get uploaded, but don't quote me on that. If not this week, she'll probably put them up next week. But they will all be available individually if there was anything in the box you liked. So by the time you see this, they might be up already, I guess is what I'm saying. I absolutely adore this vinyl, though. Isn't this just the cutest? And the ombre and the super cute decal. So that is it. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one, except no, I won't, because when this is dry, we're going to take it over, we're going to pop the lid on and see the whole thing together. Right. Okay, so here is the tumbler done. It is absolutely gorgeous. I haven't cleaned the inside yet, so I don't know that this is actually going to fit properly, but yeah, it will. And then there's the cute topper to go with it. So that is it. I hope you like this one, and I will see you next time.